Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I do hope that you all have been having a safe week. I pray that God has been protecting not only you but all of your family. I just want to say thank you for tuning in, and I hope you all enjoy my video today. So today's Bible verse comes from 2 Corinthians 12, 9 through 10, and it reads, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Okay, so sometimes it's necessary for us to be put in situations where we are helpless, because then in those situations we see the glory of God. We see how powerful he actually is. We see that he's a way maker. We see so many things about God that we would probably never see. And it's not until those times when we're, most vulnerable that we allow God to come into our lives and do a work within us. And it's also not until those times that we really see, how strong we really are. We see how much we can endure. We see the power that God has placed deep down inside of us when we're going through hardships. And if you're anything like me, it takes time to kind of realize that you're human and that it's okay to be vulnerable. And it's like you don't want to seem weak, because you're the person that's used to, everyone coming to you for advice. And it's like you don't have anyone shoulder to cry on, and you just giving out information, or it's just like you giving away a part of yourself. And that in turn kind of just make you weak. And when you have things that come up in your life, it's like, well, who do I turn to? Who do I run to? Well, the one that you run to is God, because he's the source of your strength. And it took me so long to realize that it's okay, not to be strong all of the time. Okay, so let's just go back up to the part where it says, "I delight in my weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." Okay, so that just means that it's okay to be weak, because when you're at your worst, God is at his best. And he's going to strengthen you in those areas in which you are weak. Sometimes it's good to make it to those point of weaknesses, because if you had never made it to that point or to that low point in your life, then you would never have seen the goodness of God. You would never be able to see the glory of God. You would never be able to see that he doesn't really need you, but you do need him. Also, it's okay for people to insult you, because what doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger, and you have God on your side to fight your battles for you. And in God's word, it says that he will make your enemy your footstool. So therefore, the person and the people that insult you, they'll need you before you would ever even think about needing them. And it's also necessary to rejoice in hardships. And the reason why I say that, because in those times, you see that God is a way maker. You see that he never leaves you nor forsake you. You see miracles. You see the favor of God upon your life when you're going through times that are the lowest, and that are the hardest, and that seem so impossible to make it through. But God, you have to tell yourself, but God is so much stronger than anything you could ever possibly go through in your lifetime. And you have to put your faith in him. And also, when people persecute you or do you wrong, you have to remember that God says that vengeance is his. And you have to know that anything you would think about, doing to get back at that person is so small compared to what God can do. God is on your side. And he'll make it to where that person has to come back to you and apologize for any and everything that they've ever done to you. I know that I don't go around doing people wrong. So when a person does me wrong, a lot of times they do come back and they do apologize, because, God was on my side, because he knew that I did nothing to be mistreated by the people that have mistreated me. So therefore, he makes it where, you know what I'm saying, they're going to come back and apologize. They're going to need you. They're going to feel so bad, or even probably go through a bad season in their life until they come back and apologize to you for whatever they did to you. So you kind of just have to let God be God. You kind of just have to let God fight your battles for you, because when God fights your battles, there aren't any consequences behind it. You know, you're not doing anything illegal. You're not fighting. You're not killing anyone. You're not stealing from anyone. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do. So therefore, he's going to fight your battles. And when he fights your battles, you better believe that you're going to win. So in those difficult times, it's really necessary to have faith. God's power manifests the best in those times. And you just really have to trust and surrender to him, knowing that the things that he are allowing you to go through are not in vain. Knowing that the things that he are allowing you to go through won't overtake you. They won't kill you. They won't break you, but they will make you into something that you never even knew that you could be. So you guys, just remember to rejoice in your low times. Rejoice when it seems like, you know, there is no hope, because when you planting those seeds of rejoicefulness in your low time, one day you're going to reap what you sowed, because the end is only the beginning. And God has so much in store for you, and all he's doing now in these low times is making you the person that you need to be in order to be able to receive those things that he has coming for you. I know from just personal experience how it feels to go through things where it seems like everything bad is happening to you back to back to back to back. But I also know that after I was done going through those losses, that when God blessed me again, the things that I lost couldn't compare to the things that I gained. So I just want you to remember that, and you know, in your low times, that the things you're going through now won't compare to the blessings that God have in store for you. So just remember to rejoice, because that's not the end for you. It's only the beginning. So I want to just thank you all for tuning in today. I really do hope that everyone enjoyed my video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Bye, you guys.